Good evening, sir. I am here to report my assigned topic, which is institutional competency evaluation. Objectives. After information sheet, you must be able to number 1, determine the objectives of an institutional competency evaluation. Number 2, identify the parts of institutional competency evaluation tool. Evaluation is a very significant element of the teaching learning process. This is done to verify the acquisition of knowledge, skills, and attitude needed acquired from the training. As a trainer, it is a must that you know how to test and verify the assessment criteria addressed during the training. Institutional competency evaluation. Institutional competency evaluation is the assessment of knowledge, skills, and attitudes acquired from the training. In CBT, evaluation is the systematic collecting and analysis of data needed to make decisions whether a trainer is competent or not yet competent. So, ang institutional competency evaluation is ito po yung checklist or criteria na pagbabasehan ng training sa magiging karapat-dapat na kumbaga ipataw sa student kung halimbawa kung kaya niya na kung tapos na siya sa isang unit of competency, kaya na niyang ma-perform or magawa, pwede na siyang ilipat sa higher competency or susunod next step ng isang training. The institutional competency evaluation is administered by the trainer within the training duration. Trainees should be evaluated every after competency number. Trainees should be allowed to transfer to another competency without having assessed. So, dapat daw sinisigurado ng trainer na ina-assess ang mga trainees bawat pagkatapos ng isang unit of competency. Tapos, dapat itatransfer lang po ang isang trainee kapag competent na siya or kaya niya nang gawin yung isang unit of competency. For the purpose of CBT, assessments are usually given for the following purposes: to validate the current competencies of the trainees, to make sure how much trainees have learned in the training session given, to help diagnose trainees' problem and guide future instructions, 4, to decide whether trainees are competent or not. The institutional competency evaluation tool should be carefully developed so that it will be able to assess the 4 dimensions of the competency, such as the number 1, task skills. The ability to perform tasks skillfully involves not only understanding the specific actions required but also executing them with the precision and efficiency, often honed through practice and experience in the particular field. Task management skills. So, the ability to effectively manage tasks is crucial. It involves organizing, prioritizing, and executing various activities efficiently, ensuring that deadlines are met and the objectives are achieved with minimal stress. Job role and environment management skills. A job role focused on environmental management typically entails developing and implementing sustainable practices to minimize the environmental impacts of the company or organization. This role often requires skills such as conducting environmental assessment, creating policies to comply with the regulations, and promoting initiatives that enhance sustainability. Contingency management skills. refers to the ability to effectively plan and respond to unexpected events, crises in the proactive and organized manners. These skills involves identifying potential risks, developing strategic plans and address them, and ensuring that the organization and individual can adapt swiftly and efficiently circumstances changes. An analysis of the modules of instruction or the competency standard is critical in the preparation of the assessment tool. Performance criteria for the competency are the main basis for the competency assessment. You should be carefully examine your competency standards so that these criteria are included as a part of the evidence to be gathered during the assessment. So ang institutional competency evaluation tools is sabi nga dito, ito yung pinaka main na magiging basis kung align na ba yung mga natutunan mo or magiging evidence na evidence gathered during the assessment. Characteristic of a good evaluation tools. Number 1, reliability. This refers to consistency of scores by the same person when re-examined with the same test on the different occasion. Your test is reliable if your test is consistent in the testing what is trying to test. So, dapat daw po, kung anong nailagay mo po, ay kung ano yung mga naging score mo dati, dapat, kung hindi dapat ito bumagsak, mas mabuti pang higitan mo or lagpasan mo yung score mo kaysa bumaba. Dapat consistent. Factor that may affect reliability. A. Length of the test. The longer the test, the higher the reliability. Difficulty of the test. The bigger the spread of the scores, the more reliable that measure different is likely. Likely to be items should be not easy or too difficult. C. Objectivity. This is achieved if scores are independent of the subject judgment of individual examinees. To increase the reliability of the written test, we do item analysis. That is analyzing the degree of difficulty and the index of discrimination of the test. Standard written test items should not be too easy or not too difficult, and it should be discriminate those who learned from those who did not learn anything. So, ang ginagamit po sa reliability is the item analysis. Ginagamit po yun para malaman kung yung isang test ba is too difficult or masyadong mahirap or masyado namang easy. So, dapat, ang magiging lang is, sabihin na average or hindi, sakto lang, hindi mahirap, hindi rin masyadong easy. Number 2, validity. This is the degree to which the test actually measured what it purpose to measure. It provides a direct check on how well the test fulfills its function. So, sa validity dapat ito na yung magsasabi kung ano yung parang nasa loob mo is naging align ba dun sa score mo. Factors that influence the validity of the test. A. Appropriateness of the test. Kung naaayon ba yung mga test items, kung tama ba yung directions, kung tama ba yung reading vocabulary and sentence structures. Difficult of items, construction of test items, no ambiguous items or leading items. Arrangement of item from easy to difficult, and length of the test. Sufficient length, patterns of answer, no patterns. To ensure the validity of the evaluation tool, prepare an evidence plan based on the CS. To increase the validity of the written test, you should prepare a table of specification. To ensure the validity of evaluation tool, ang kinakailangan daw po dito is evidence plans. And para dito nga sabi, mas mataas ang maging validity ng written test, dapat mag-prepare ng TOS or Table of Specification. Number 3, objectivity. The test must be fair to all the examinees. So tama naman, the test must be fair. Dapat pantay-pantay, pero not it means hindi sa lahat ng oras kailangan yun. Kasi nga, 'di ba? Mini-measure natin kung competent na or hindi. Discrimination. It must pick up the good examinees from the poor. Dapat daw hinihiwalay natin yung mga, kung bagay, yung may prior learning sa wala or sa mahihina at sa magagaling. Number 5 is of administration and scoring the job. The test must have the right length and level of sophistication. Dapat daw yung test is dapat tama lang yung tamang oras, tamang haba ng items, ng questions. Dapat level. Parts of the competency evaluation tool is the evidence plan, written test, performance test, and questioning tools. And that's all. Thank you.